Are you a fan of Willy Wonka? The eccentric chocolatier and inventor from Roald Dahl's novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory? If so, you might be wondering if there will be a sequel to the upcoming movie Wonka, starring Timothée Chalamet as young Wonka. We will tell you everything we know about a potential Wonka 2 movie and how it will connect to Wonka 1 and the other adaptation of Dahl's book. Stay tuned. Wonka 2023 is a musical fantasy film that tells the origin story of Willy Wonka, the eccentric chocolatier and inventor from Roald Dahl's novel Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. The film stars Timothée Chalamet as Willy Wonka, a young and poor magician who dreams of opening his chocolate shop in a city renowned for its chocolate. He arrives in Europe and finds out that the chocolate industry is controlled by a cartel of greedy and ruthless chocolatiers led by Slugworth, Proudnose, and Fickle Gruber. They try to sabotage Wonka's plans and steal his secrets, but Wonka manages to outsmart them with his wit and creativity. Along the way, Wonka meets and befriends several characters who help him in his journey, such as Noodle, a street urchin who becomes his assistant, Chief of Police, a kind and honest officer who protects Wonka from the cartel, Lottie Bell, a reporter who covers Wonka's story and falls in love with him, and Mrs. Screwbit, a landlady who rents Wonka a room and a workshop. Wonka also encounters the Oompa Loompas, a tribe of small and colorful people who live in the jungles of Loompa Land and make the best cocoa beans in the world. Wonka rescues them from the dangers of their homeland and brings them to his factory, where they become his loyal workers and friends. The film is directed by Paul King, who co-wrote the screenplay with Simon Farnaby based on a story by King. It is based on the characters created by Dahl, and it uses some of his unpublished material to create a new adventure for Wonka. The film is a prequel to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and it sets up the events of that story, such as the origins of the golden tickets, the secrets of the chocolate factory, and Wonka's relationship with his father. The film is a musical, and it features original songs composed by Neil Hannon and performed by the cast. The film was produced by Village Roadshow Pictures, the Roald Dahl Story Company, Heyday Films, and Domain Entertainment, and distributed by Warner Brothers Pictures. It was filmed in the United Kingdom, mainly at Warner Brothers Studios, Leavesden, and at various locations in Oxford, Lyme Regis, Bath, St. Albans, and London. The film had a budget of $125 million and grossed $403.3 million worldwide. It received generally positive reviews from critics, who praised Chalamet's performance, King's direction, the music, the humor, and the visuals. The film also received several awards and nominations, including a Golden Globe nomination for Chalamet and 2 Critics' Choice Award nominations for Lane and Costume Design. But what about Wonka 2? Is there a sequel planned for the movie, and how will it connect to Wonka 1 and the other adaptations of Dahl's book? Wonka 2 is not confirmed yet, but the director of Wonka 1, Paul King, has expressed interest in continuing the story if the first movie is successful. He said that there is plenty of source material available in Dahl's unpublished works that could be tapped into for Wonka 2. King also said that he would love to work with Timothée Chalamet again, and that he thinks the actor has a lot of potential to play different versions of Wonka in different stages of his life. He said that Chalamet has a great range of emotions and expressions and that he can be both funny and dramatic. The cast of Wonka 2 would likely include Timothée Chalamet as Willy Wonka and potentially bring back other characters from both the original movie and Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. For example, Wonka 2 could feature the return of Slugworth, Proudnose, and Fickle Gruber, the rival chocolatiers who tried to steal Wonka's secrets. They could pose new threats to Wonka and his factory, such as hiring spies, sabotaging his machines, or stealing his recipes. Wonka 2 could also introduce Charlie Bucket, the poor boy who wins a golden ticket and becomes Wonka's heir, and his grandfather Joe, who accompanies him to the chocolate factory. They could be the main protagonists of the sequel, as they explore the wonders and dangers of Wonka's world and learn more about his past and personality. Additionally, Wonka 2 could show more of Wonka's family, such as his father, who was a dentist and disapproved of his son's love for sweets. he could be the main antagonist of the sequel, as he tries to stop Wonka from pursuing his passion and happiness and force him to follow in his footsteps. Jump ahead to the events of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This option would adapt a classic novel by Dahl, which tells the story of Charlie Bucket, a poor boy who wins a golden ticket and visits Wonka's chocolate factory with 4 other children. It could also show how Wonka chooses Charlie as his heir and reveals his secrets. This option would be a remake of the previous adaptations of the book. Explore what happens after Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. This option would continue the story of Charlie and Wonka as they embark on new adventures and face new dangers. It could also show how Charlie adjusts to his new life and how Wonka deals with his past and his future. Expand on the lore and backstory of Wonka's world. This option would focus on the details and history of Wonka's world, such as the origins of the Oompa Loompas, the secrets of the chocolate factory, and the history of the golden tickets. It could also introduce new characters and locations that are related to Wonka's life and work. Timothy Chalamet has also shown his talent and versatility as Willy Wonka, and he could reprise his role in different stages of his life. King said that he would love to work with Chalamet again and that he thinks the actor has a lot of potential to play different versions of Wonka in different stages of his life. For example, Chalamet could play Wonka as a teenager, as an adult, or as an older man. Wonka 2 could be a sequel, a prequel, or a spin-off, but it would definitely be a treat for the fans of Roald Dahl's beloved character. This means that the story of Wonka 2 could take different directions, depending on the success of the first movie and the availability of source material. It could either continue the prequel story of Wonka's early years, jump ahead to the events of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, or even explore what happens after that. It could also expand on the lore and backstory of Wonka's world, such as the origins of the Oompa Loompas, the secrets of the chocolate factory, and the history of the golden tickets. No matter what the story is, it would definitely be a treat for the fans of Dahl's beloved character, Willy Wonka, who has inspired generations of readers and viewers with his imagination, creativity, and generosity. So, what do you think? Will there be a Wonka 2 movie? And if so, what will it be about? Will Timothy Chalamet return as Willy Wonka? And will he meet Charlie Bucket and his grandfather, Joe? Will we learn more about the Oompa Loompas, the chocolate factory, and the golden tickets? Or will we see a completely different story that surprises us all? Let us know your thoughts and theories in the comments below. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!